Robot. Crockett robot. I'm a Crockett robot.
It's actually really hard to understand.
Crockett robot.
Yeah. What happened to the music?
I was a robot.
Oh,
We
okay.
got to keep the people on their toes, Selena.
Obviously. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you had a chance to get outside yesterday. Boy, was it hot. And it must have affected your allergies. My poor daughter's allergies were just really rough yesterday.
I cut the grass. My grass is so thick and it takes forever to dry. I could go on and on. Anyway, so
That
I
sounds
have
like
to,
a good thing, though, doesn't it? If it's thick.
It is, but I have to cut the grass. I had to cut the grass yesterday so that I could cut the grass on Friday because we've got a bunch of people coming over on Saturday for Savvy's communion. So I have to cut the grass on the high setting. I need a new spark plug. Found that out yesterday. Putzing through the grass. But then what really got me was I don't know. Like throughout the day, I was kind of like, but dealing with it. Liam had soccer practice outside last night, and that got done, and I was just like, tried to play basketball last night, left early, had a migraine. I was just like, I'm out. Wow. I'm out of this one. Yeah. So
I just don't understand. I want to take Lila to an allergist because it just doesn't seem fair for someone to have to suffer like that. I mean, could you take pills? I don't.
Yeah, so I take like this morning I got up and took a Claritin.
Yeah. But it's not enough.
I have like a couple of days a year. There's like a 2-week stretch every year where it like gets me and then I just get over it for whatever reason. But when it does hit me, like I could be outside one day completely fine, and then the next day something hits me and I'm just like,
wow.
zonked.
It's just she gets so upset because it's also the big PSSAs, the big tests taken Pennsylvania. I'm assuming Jersey, similar.
Yes.
You have similar tests like to that. And she gets all worked up. She's like, I can't concentrate. I'm like, it's all right.
Oh,
it's okay. I'm like, do you want to see if you could just, because it was so awful. I said, do you want to see if you just want to take the test, at another time and reschedule? But the rescheduled date would be when they have these fun activities. She'd have to be inside while the kids are out having. I'm like, all right. She's like, no, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm like, okay, all right, that's my kid. Good kid. Man, that's a bummer.
I don't want to miss the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a shame because I've never experienced allergies like that the way you and my daughter Lila are experiencing it.
It didn't hit me until I was out of college. I remember being like 23, 24, and one spring just being like, what's happening? Yeah.
Because I was outside playing with the dog, and I think Lila she was upset. I don't blame her. She was upset because I want to go out. I'm like, you can come outside. I'm not telling you don't go outside. She goes, no, because it's gonna upset my allergies. I'm like, I'll tell you. And then I try to put the drops in her eyes. The sounds coming from the bathroom when I'm trying to put the drops in her eyes. I just hope no one thinks I'm torturing my poor child. I'm like, Lila, listen, I'm letting you make that choice. She's 10 years old. I could put the drops in your eyes or not. I think in the long run, you're going to feel better. But the initial drop to the eye.
Sure.
She says it's supposed to help with the itching.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it's burning her eyeballs off.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about how you're really hurting your kids. You made lasagna for dinner last night, right? Is that what you said? A matzo lasagna?
I mean, not only am I burning, I'm singeing their eyeballs. I'm making them eat my food. Yeah, so last night was the last dinner for Passover. It started on Monday night on the 22nd. So tonight we got to eat all the bread we want. We had to abstain from eating bread for over a week. And the substitute is matzah. You eat matzah for the week instead of regular bread. So you get creative, and I made matzah lasagna. So instead of the noodles, you use matzah instead, and you're supposed to soak it a little, so it just blends nice. Which you soak noodles too, unless you get the already no bake noodles when you make lasagna. which I usually do. So here I am, I'm following the recipe, and my kids dive in. They're like, where's the matzah? I'm like, you're eating it. It's in there. It's layered. It's 3 layers of matzah in the lasagna. It's called matzah lasagna. We don't taste it. We expect it to be crunchy. I'm like, well, then I did a good job then. Maybe they're just used to my lasagna being crunchy. I don't think I cook the regular lasagna correctly. I think it's a little bit crunchier than it's supposed to be, and they're used to that. I think they're used to crunchy lasagna.
I think you're right.
I think that's what happened. They expect the lasagna to be crunchy. And then when I made it with matzah, it wasn't. They're
This lasagna doesn't even have Fruit Loops in it, Mom.
I think that's what happened.
Oh.
I'm like, this is good. This is better than my regular lasagna. They were disappointed. They want a crunch on their lasagna.
More, please. Kelly, good morning. Lorraine, good morning. All right, we got to jump, right?
Oh, I don't want to jump. All right.
Might as well jump.
I just want to hula hoop. More hula hooping today.
Did you hula hoop yesterday?
Yes. And I did push-ups in my lawn. My neighbors must think I'm crazy. It's my lawn. I can do what I want on my lawn, can't I?
My lawn. You want to have a push-up contest? Come see me on my lawn.
Yeah, say.
These muscles didn't make themselves. Okay, goodbye.
Everyone's
everybody.
mowing their lawn. I'm doing push-ups and hula hooping.